You see, surface area to volume ratio, it is a ratio between surface area and volume. Surface area to volume ratio needs to be higher. It is better for the cell. It will increase the rate of absorption for a cell. It will be able to exchange material from the surrounding at a faster rate because more surface is exposed. More surface is exposed to the surrounding. Okay. And the other hand, surface area volume ratio, if it is lower, it will be depicted through the numbers. The number will be smaller, right? 3 is to 1, 2 is to 1, the rate of the absorption or the rate of exchange from the medium is going to be lesser. Lesser amount is being exchanged. How do we understand this? The understanding comes from these few important aspects. Let's take some drawing. Let's take some examples. This is one of the cube that we have. Okay. This is another cube that we have. And this is another cube that we have. Okay. The drawings are not very up to mark and to the scale, but just for us, for our understanding, inshallah. Making sense? So this is 1 by 1 by 1. 1 by 1 by 1 by 1. Right? This is 2 by 2 and by 2. 2 breadth, 2 height, and 2 length. 2 and here we can say this, we can make this 3 by 3 by 3. This is 3 by 3 by 3, and this is 1 by 1 by 1. This is 2 by 2 by 2. These are the dimensions of these three cubes. I'll explain it to you, don't worry, even further in more detail. But let's first understand this aspect. If you're going to find out the surface area, we are going to find surface area is going to be what? Surface area is going to be 6 centimeters for this, right? Each of the square that is there is going to be making up for the surface area, right? The area for each square is going to be making up for the surface area. How many sides are there? 6 sides are there, right? And for each side, what is the surface area? 1 by 1, right? So it gives you a number of 6 centimeter square. Is this making sense? Hmm? How do we find out surface area? Surface area, the area of each surface. How many surfaces are there? There are 6 surfaces. So the area of each surface is 1 by 1, length into breadth, right? So how many sides are there? 6 sides are there. So it gives you 6 centimeters square. If it is not clear, I'll explain again. Don't worry. Did you get it, Hadia?
जी.
All right. For this picture, for this cube, let's say this is the surface. This is the surface that we are looking at, and it is 2 by 2. This is another surface that we are looking at. It is 2 by 2, right? All these surfaces, how many surfaces are there? Total 6 surfaces are there. And for each surface of 2 by 2, 2 by 2, we are going to say that it is 4 into 4, right? For each surface, the area for each surface is 2 by 2. So it gives you a total number of 24 cm cube, cm square surface area. For this side, if you look at it, the same. For each side, 3 by 3 is the surface area. And how many? There are 6 sides, and it gives you a total number of 54 centimeter square. This is the surface area. So let's find out the volume for each. The volume is obviously what? 1 into 1 into 1, 2 into 2 into 2, 3 into 3 into 3. So the volume that we are going to get is what? 1 centimeter cube, uh, 8 centimeter cube.
8.
And for this one, how much?
27.
27 centimeter cube. So the volume, so the ratio that we are going to find for this is 54. Surface area to volume ratio is 24 is to 7. 27, you are going to get 2 is to 1, right? For this, we are going to get 24 is to 3, 8. We are going to get 3 is to 1. And for this, 6 is to 1. You see, this has a higher surface area. Now, why is that so? Why is that so? This part is easy to understand, right? But we have to understand how does it benefits the cell. If you look at this, if you take this diagram, let's say this part, each cell that we have is of 2, 1 is to 1 by 1 by 1. Each cell is of 1 by 1 by 1, right? If you look at this diagram, which is of 3 by 3 by 3, you're going to see that for each place you can fit 1, 2, 3. Each cell can be fit in this manner, yes or no?
Yes.
Each cell can be fit in this manner, right? Is it making sense?
G.
Or there are going to be cells which are going to be in between. These are the cells that are only present at the surface. There are going to be cells which are present in between, which do not have access to the outside. So what happens is that by increasing the volume, you're going to restrict a lot of cells having a direct contact with the outside. So their absorption will not be as efficient as the absorption for the cells which are on the outside. Do you get it? Ishko, if we are going to bring this in 2D, you can understand this like this. इसको 2D में we are going to look at it. So this was one cell of 1 by 1. Easily it is getting everything from everywhere it wants. Exchange. Easy. Making sense? 1 by 1. This cell was 1 by 1. This is 3 by 3, which means a cell here, a cell here, a cell here, then a cell here, a cell here, a cell here, a cell here. Now, this is a 3 by 3 in which there are 1 by 1 cells. So you see, only this is the side of the cells which is exposed for the outside for exchange. These other sides, which are these sides of the cells, this side, this side, this side, these sides, these sides, these sides of the cell are all blocked for exchange from the external environment. And this cell is completely blocked from outside, right? And these sides of the cells are completely blocked for the exchange from the outside. Or should I make it again? Let's make it again even more clearer. This is a cell of 1 by 1. This is a cell of 1 by 1, easily able to exchange material outside and inside from the surroundings. We are going to look at a cell which is of 3 by 3 now. So there is a cell over here. Sorry, it should be a little smaller to fit the 3 cells. Now look at them. These are the cells which are there, 1 by 1 cells, which are inside this big structure. You see, this one cell has a larger 6:1 surface area to volume ratio. This has 2:1, a much smaller volume ratio. Even though it is a bigger cell of 3 by 3, the problem that we face over here is that this side of the cells, these sides of the cells, these sides of the cells, these sides of the cells, and all of this cell is completely blocked from the external exchange. As far as for this cell, it has all the sides open for exchange. Is this making sense?
Hmm.
These are the sides which are open for the cells which are less. Only some part of the cell is available